Hello, everybody. Sorry a little bit about the late start. Some things are out of my control. What can I say? And I'm also going to take... Okay, is this working better now? I changed the ingest server from primary to secondary YouTube server. Let me see if this works. Because if it's happening 2 weeks in a row, then I don't know what the problem is. Is it just a consistent YouTube problem, or is it an OBS problem? On the plus side, it's at least showing up on stream again, so... I'm getting a green signal, so for the time being, we're okay. Okay, let me just... Let's head in here in case I may have missed a, another fight. Let's see. Nope, I did not. Okay. I thought they'd save them all right for the end of the game. Alright, so I'm still having technical issues over here with this game. That's fun. But thankfully now we're at an okay part of the game where I can just go straight from fight to fight. I have enough money saved up that I should be able to pay all of the entrance fees. I've shown you all the side jobs to do. I'm not even going to bother getting on my bike. I can run over to the ATM, no problem. Right on over to Medusa. Which is a great joke to make, because I'm sure I have 450 subscribers. I don't know, maybe one or two of you guys watch Dropkick on my Devil. I don't know. Second season released all at once last week, and it was the only, and because they got the production done early enough to do that, it was the only anime that wasn't delayed. So that's nice, and it was a fun season. The first season I was really lukewarm on the first time when I started watching it, because I was like, okay, you have an interesting enough idea here, except, oh, the big three, alright. I was just saying, Dropkick on My Devil Season 1, yeah. They kind of just start you off in the middle of nowhere, like way far into the manga from what I understand. So it's just kind of weird. It's like, alright, am I just expected to know all these characters, or is this supposed to be an in medias res opening? I didn't think it was that funny. It was a difficult series to get adjusted to, but once I started watching it, and it kept going on, I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting used to it. I'm having a good time. And Season 2 was even better, both because I was used to it, and because I felt like they really went loose with the, really cut loose with the type of humor they were doing. Powerful magic. Keep that in mind. No, close the door. He hasn't even... His shadow indicates he hasn't even left. No, close the door. The cat's getting out. These are easily the highest stakes in the entire game. I'm very concerned about Jean. Alright, now let's go. Doesn't even matter what side of the road I drive on. Don't matter whether I'm British or American, I'll drive wherever I damn well please. You just gotta follow the columns, and there they are. To the bus depot. I find it very weird that 2 different missions have you taking the train to your destination. And then this one, no, you have to take the bus this time. Try walking in place. Also, I don't know where the problem was, but something went out of sync there. Because the boss voice clip is supposed to play like when their name shows up with the ranking. It played way before this time. Might have just been too much lag. Oh, look at these guys. Look at the way they're dressed. That is like straight out of Yakuza, I assume. my familiarity with Yakuza mostly comes down to Kiryu and whatever the other guy's name is, appearing in Project Cross Zone. I cannot pull off that counterattack consistently, but is it beautiful when I do. Oh shit, this guy insulted my hair. If this was a JoJo game, that'd be the end of it right there. And they would adapt that into a video game because All-Star Battle and Eyes of Heaven did. If you wanted to hear every major character in the JoJo series insult Josuke's hair, now you can. See, I feel like Speed City is the name of a song or something, and I don't know what. Okay, looks like switching servers worked. Good. We're still at 0 dropped frames. Yeah. I was going to say, how cool must it be to have a bus entirely to yourself? I can attest to that. We had buses that go around campus, and I absolutely once or twice had one completely by myself. And also, these guys just hiding in the luggage, in the overhead luggage. And yeah, this is going to be the rest of the level. This semi-2D perspective, which gives you even less room to maneuver. The only benefit to it is the enemies can't really get out of the way of your attacks either. Which then raises the question, we're going to be here for a little bit. Where the hell are all these guys hiding? Like, some of them drop out of the overhead, and then other ones just rise up from the floor. Like, I'm sorry, did I miss you before? Okay, and then some of them coming through the window. Damn, if I was moved just a little closer, he would have gone right through me. And there's a bunch more guys, despite the fact that we didn't see them coming through the window or anything. Oh. Hey. Get up. And when they're all clustered together like this, those clashes are basically inevitable. Ooh, frame rate tank. And it's that long gap between when the enemies spawn in, like they have to load in. Just leads to too much downtime. I'm not really a fan of this level. And in a sense, even once we get off the bus, the level isn't quite over, kind of. I like the fact that the motion controls track exactly how far you're tilting up and down. Because, like, before it even switches over to my low stance, I can still change the way I'm holding it. So no one else is spawning, right? Also, there's no one driving the bus. Okay, there we are. Could have called like a minute earlier.
Travis, hello? Next up is a ranked match. Win and rank 3 is yours. Lose and you're sitting on the devil's lap. Did you have any sweet dreams? If you didn't dream about me, I'll fucking kill you, I swear. If I ever
Well, unfortunately, both the last level and the next game will confirm that well, I guess not the next game, but the last level instead confirms that Travis dreams about anime.
step inside. Now, Travis, don't be getting any funny ideas. Things between you and I have not changed one bit. You are still a loser. change that.
Oh man,
Honestly,
spoil the
where do you think you're
end
headed?
message of the game
There are
right there.
legions of more powerful opponents out there. Never forget that. Keep your feet on the ground, your head out of the clouds, and a stiff. I am 3,218,218%,
Now, where the hell did that number come from?
certain you will die. But trust
Oh
your
yeah, that's what I was
soul
thinking a
and
second
head
ago.
for the goddess.
I don't know too much about how the tech of the PlayStation Move works. I understand that the glowing orb is there for the camera to track, and that replaces like the sensor bar of the Wii remote. So I'm just curious, does the light have to be a certain color for the camera to track, or is it able to like, would it be able to go between different colors, kind of like you'd see on the PS4 light bar? At least between bright colors. Because if so, it's a real missed opportunity to not have the color on the PlayStation Move match the color of your beam katana. I mean, it's blue, so under most circumstances it does, except I have a green beam katana. Oh, it's screen tear right at the top of the screen. God damn. Now, was the cat on the bus with us too, or did she just walk away here? Yeah, we're in Speed City. Was I supposed to glean something else from that sign? I can barely read it. Let's see. Anything else? Nope. Just grab my stuff. So, oh, no, not again. Okay, we back. Alright, connection just dropped a little bit, but we're back in green, and the dropped frames aren't increasing. And so I guess our Master Thunder Ryu is also an assassin, I suppose. Or he's going after Speedbuster for an entirely different reason. No, oh, damn it. My connection keeps dying. Okay, is my... Okay, I mean, my connection is still the same as usual. I don't know what's happening. And thus is the death of Thunder Ryu.
Why are all men so freaking ignorant? They never learn, no matter how old they get.
So, you remember last stream how I mentioned that the HD version of this game adds a very sweet mode where you see all of the female assassins in skimpier clothing? Yes, that includes Speedbuster.
What? What'd you say?
I said, are you the third-ranked assassin, Granny?
What? Say that again.
Okay, it's like my connection keeps cutting down for like a quick second.
These days.
Are you ranked third?
This time I heard you. Yeah?
See, he didn't really say it any louder than usual.
Okay. There. It's complete. That's right. Don't you see? Idiots. All men are. Why should I even bother killing you?
I'll cut down the bitrate a little bit. Okay, well I cut down the bitrate. Let's see if that helps anything. Alright, so this isn't so much a fight, but this is the gimmick. She's way on the other end of it, and she's gonna keep firing that big gun. If you block it, you can stand there and block it, but it will not only cut your battery like crazy, which admittedly does not impact me, but you will slowly drain health. So you can't really just run up and deal with her. You do have to get out of the way. Which is why I said that this is still kind of a, So I said this is still kind of a stage. My connection is still going all over the place. Oh boy, I may not really be able to stream this either. Ugh. No, it's gonna be choppy, but I'll at least finish this fight. Yeah, God, like a third of the frames are gone. At least nice enough to give you a little bit of health. Ugh. Oh, still alive too. Okay. Let's just be cautious here. Thankfully, so long as you're outside the range, you're fine. Okay, there's someone alive in the next room, I suppose. I don't really need to worry about them. What's our number at? 1107. Alright. It seems to have stabilized a little bit. I'll see if it keeps at that level. Oh, God. Also, it pushes you back. That's also worth noting. Expecting that door to have more health. Nope. Alright, it's still dying left and right. Man. And yes, enemies can get killed by it too, but good luck getting them in the path of it. You're going to be zigzagging across the corridor to get to safe ground. Oh, man. Barely managed to avoid that one. And yeah, just kind of keep going up this one hallway. I'm not going to make that one in time. Kind of just tank a lot of it. Oh God, camera. Nope. In. Okay. Oh, there we go. Got one of them in the path. I'm streaming at 720, so that wouldn't help. I was just thinking about lowering the stream resolution, but I'm pretty sure I'm always streaming at 720. Yeah, it can get pretty close at times. Going this way may not have been the best. Just made it, though. Okay, cut across to here. Almost ran out too early. She's talking, too. I don't know what she's saying, but she's talking. Okay, inside, there we go. So here's the point where you have to start thinking a little bit and move around here. See, because once you get close enough, she's going to start firing that thing much faster. And at that point, you can't get closer. She fires it so fast that it'll push you back every time. And let me tell you, this stumped me real bad when I played the game for the first time. I don't think I died. I don't remember if I died, but I got stuck here for a bit. Okay. So here's the thing. You're not supposed to get close to her. You're supposed to attack this pole. You do that. And it knocks down all the other poles. And it takes out her gun. This is what you have to do. It kind of reminds me of the fact destroying the pillar against the dragon fight in Sonic and the Black Knight. Except destroying the pillar was optional. You didn't have to do it. Yeah, and once you get close enough, the fight's over. Now let's just say Travis is thorough and made sure to take the gun out.
Damn right. I'm an apprentice of the master.
Thunder Liu, he was a good man, and I hope one day you'll be as good as he was.
Count on it.
A little present for you.
It's weird the Thunder Ryu doesn't get mentioned in the second game.
Farewell.
And good night.
I think it's a little more stable now, but really a great thing here. It's still dropping a lot. And now it's just down to 0. Okay, and then it jumps. It goes down to like complete 0 for a little bit, and then it jumps back up to normal. And I don't know why.
Only 2 more to go.
Once we're back in, I'll check.
Cool how they all die.
Okay, we're rank 3 now. Okay, let me take a quick look at my settings. Okay, I shouldn't have had to do that, but I lowered the bitrate a little bit more, and I specifically set it to rescale output to 720p, and the fact that we're already in the red is a bad sign. Okay, jumped back up again. Alright, I'm not sure this is gonna work. And I don't know where the problem is the thing. Like, is it an OBS problem? Is it a YouTube problem? Is it our internet problem? I don't know what it is. This game takes forever to save, by the way. Let me just check and see my, like, normal connection. Like, what are we at this point? Okay, checking speed test. Let's see what we're at for download and upload speeds. It may be a little bit low because I am streaming at the moment. Okay, download speeds are normal. I don't know if I don't remember what the upload speeds are supposed to be, so we're hovering a little under 10 megabits per second. I don't know if that's actually enough or not. Let's think. Yeah, if it's going to continue like this, then it's not worth streaming. I'm just trying to figure out if there is something I can do. And I don't want to do something that would completely interrupt the stream. It may just be that YouTube servers are too bogged down because all the people... Although on Saturday night, it shouldn't be any more than usual. At least not much more than usual, I would think. Huh. Hold on, is it holding steady right now? Okay, well, we'll catch some Z's for the time being. Right now, the bitrate's holding decently steady. So let's go on to our next No More Heroes 2 fight. Oh boy, it's a real menacing location. Looks like the chains are red hot. Here we go, Matt Helms. It's real weird how backstacked a lot of these 2 fights are. Like, most of them are from the first half of the game. In fact, almost all of them are. I think there's only one that isn't. Yep. Let's get away from him while he's trying to burn me. Yep. Ooh, man. Alright, I may actually have to try a little bit. The big problem with Matt, in terms of this game's mechanics, is just the fact that the arena's a lot smaller. I'm amazed Travis can even lift this guy. Oh, and of course he gets invincibility frames as he slowly stands up. Oh, watch out for those cocktails. Okay, looks like we're holding pretty steady now. Good. I don't want to say anything too soon, of course. Oh. I have to start remembering that I have a dodge. Okay. Oh, he also gets invincibility frames when he's throwing cocktails. Okay, that's fun. God, and he's just going to keep doing it. Yeah, how about you stop that? He seems to get stunned pretty easily, though. Stop that. And he definitely did not throw cocktails this much in the second game. Or maybe it was just because the bigger arena changed the way I played it. Because I'm staying up a little closer. There we are. Oh man, he gets a lot of invincibility frames. Okay, I somehow managed to sneak through that. Okay, hey, we're staying pretty steady now. That's good. Which, of course, only confuses me further. Yeah, I'm like using invincibility frames to sneak through his attacks. Oh. Okay, the problem, of course, being my super heavy attacks are knocking him down and giving him a bunch of invincibility frames. Oh, and he also gets Oh, he had invincibility frames as he was revving up his flamethrower, but as soon as he actually starts firing it, then he loses them, which is a bit of a problem for him, because I'm still standing right next to him as he does it. And of course, we're cornered, so I don't really have much room to maneuver around the cocktails. Gotta really try with those. Alright, let's not do any charged attacks. Oh. Yeah, I'm still on fire. Let's do a wrestling move. Oh, he's so close to being dead. Alright, there we go. Matt Helm's down. I gotta sit a little further back, otherwise I peak my microphone. Especially when I do that. I'm at least not choking this week like I was last time. Alright. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, we only have one more 2 fight left. And only 2 more fights to go until we're rank 1. Oh, Travis is studying up. I love that. That's a good picture, by the way. The guy on the phone's like, yeah, you know what you're doing. I don't care. 500,000. God damn. Don't worry. Gene's back. We're fine. It's all fine, guys. Don't worry about it. Let's do it. Man, it is so weird. Just being able to go straight from one fight to the next, almost like I'm playing the second game. How much money do I have now? Almost 75,000 plus the money I'll be getting from the next fight. That should be enough to cover the final fee. Yeah, we haven't dropped any frames in a good long while. Excellent, excellent.
What the?
Now that is how you deliver a letter.
What do we got here?
Carry a pigeon straight through the window.
Don't come looking for me, Sylvia Crystal. Some trouble at home? She quit her job? What the hell is this all about? The Rank 2 match will be at Destroy Stadium. Aren't I a hard-working girl? Huh. Not the baseball stadium again.
Yeah, really.
Okay, Sylvia.
It's almost like there's not that many locations in the game.
That's a promise.
And I stepped through the camera. Alright, let's go. Back to yet another location we've already been to before. Except this time the stage takes place in the same location too. It's at least a different area of the stadium. Hey. Stop that. Alright, Nitro. Whatever gets this over with faster. I should probably turn down the game audio a little bit more. Yeah. There we go. That should do. It is amazing how loud this is. Hey, I found the job office again. Okay, now the difficult thing is getting in. This is the first time the game tells you, like, oh yeah, you can jump. And they automate it so much. And then you have to circle all the way around. Because that's really just the most convenient way to do it. I don't know exactly what it was, but I got stuck here on my first playthrough too. Oh, no, right. Oh, I gotta build up some speed. Because I have to go in with the bike. Okay, well, that's a quick way to turn around. There we go. It's definitely the most dynamic entrance to a stage yet. So, Bad Girl. She's definitely one of the more memorable or famous fights in the game. Enough that I don't think it's not her, but her dad, I guess, shows up in Travis Strikes Again. And this is the stage, by the way. A bunch of guys are going to spawn on the field, and we run them all down with our bike. Now, we can't get off the bike manually, but make no mistake, if you're not careful, you can get knocked off the bike. And if that happens, the game will not allow you to get back on the bike either. And then you have to fight all of these guys the old-fashioned way. It's happened to me. It is tedious. It's already kind of boring because it goes on for a while. I like the techno playing, though. That's fun. Oh, boy. I got a little worried there. Oh, and it tanks the frame rate. See, killing him wouldn't really help the frame rate because we're causing a bunch of particle effects. But it at least gets him away. Ooh. Killed a guy. Literally just spawned, killed a guy. Sweet. There were definitely some guys over on the far end of the field. See, I'm getting shot every once in a while. And I'm sure if I get hit enough, that'll knock me off. Nope. Move it. Stop it. There we go. Alright, I was really worried that that's how it was going to go. It wasn't my fault. They had me locked in by shooting me with the machine gun. For some reason, I couldn't back up, even though I was holding down the trigger. I can only hope I took out most of them. Alright, hang on. Who's the guy with the gun? Alright, fine. I'll target this guy first. The game is so adamant about it. And since we have several people with guns, I barely have a damn chance to get an attack in. Oh. Are we about done now? No, well, there's still a guy over here. And we're getting a bunch of people spawning in. Great. At least locked onto a gun guy. Man, by the end of the game, even these guys have way too much health. See, now might be a good time to actually use one of those dark side things. If I could remember how the hell to do it. Stop it. Get back here. Oh man, that infinite battery is a godsend here. You're gonna get pot shotted a lot. Yeah, come on. Got another guy here. Also, if you hold down the lock-on button, if Travis is out of range of an enemy, he'll walk slowly until the actual lock-on cursor appears. Only then does he move at normal speed. Anyone else? I guess so. Probably the guy's way on the other end of the field. And since this is a combat section, I can't run. Yeah, there they are. God, this level sucks. If you get knocked off the bike. If you don't, then it's not that big a deal. Oh, alright, more of them. Okay. Oh, there's some more. Just gotta dig them out because the draw distance is too limited for everyone on the field to spawn and just come towards me. But on the plus side, they don't feel shit. So you know what? Good on them. Alright, let's see if I can spawn anyone else. Heard someone. There we are. Man, imagine how tedious this would be if you didn't have a fully upgraded beam katana. There we go. Okay, we're done. And I'm allowed to run again. Whatever speeds this up, man. In we go. Ooh, another nondescript hallway. Thankfully, there's no one here. Oh, man. Even though we're not supposed to be looking for Sylvia, she still feels like calling us. What does that say?
And you will be second in rank. Lose, and you go to hell.
Want some sugar?
Before you fight, please use the restroom.
Nah,
You are ready?
I'm confident in this fight. I know the tricks.
Good luck, Travis. Trust your force. Head for the garden of madness.
Oh, good. Sylvia isn't sure we're gonna die this time. That's good. And away we go. And she's got quite the intro. Aside from that, of course. This is her day job. She just stands in front of a conveyor belt and whacks gimps with a baseball bat.
This is insane.
What a day. I need a drink. So fucking thirsty.
Okay, I don't know how he's sitting still. The conveyor belt's still moving. Is it supposed to be doing that? Is that a bug? Is that a problem with the PS3 port? She got a fridge full of beer.
Damn, that's smooth. I feel alive again. Want a drink?
She's certainly one of the more unusual assassins we fight.
Why am I such an angry bitch? Seriously, no matter how many I kill, it's all the same. They're all going to pay. Yeah, with their fucking lives.
You're a bad
the daily grind.
You're no assassin. You're just a perverted killing maniac.
In essence, they're the same. Don't go
Professionals
better
have
than
standards.
you're hot as shit. Who the fuck do you think you are? Come on.
All right. So this is rank 2, Bad Girl. On the plus side, she'll get up and fight us up close and personal. So that's good. I actually do not recommend just charging in, though. Because she is actually quite a dangerous fighter. And she's got a pretty decent amount of HP, too. Oh, ow. Also, you get whacked in the head with a baseball bat, so that sucks. Her song is pretty good, though. It's called Pleather for Breakfast. I saw a video a super long time ago that mentioned, like, it sounds like the... Oh, dang it. It sounds like the kind of song you hear, like, in a car radio, in a movie. And you know what? Honestly, I can agree with that. Oh. Yeah, she has a lot of invincibility frames, so just blindly going in and attacking is not going to work. Please get out here. Oh. It's in your best interest to bait out her attacks and then counter. She's got quite a lot of wind-up and ending lag to her attacks. That's where your opening comes in. But you're only going to be getting in a couple. And you got to be sure that you properly avoid her attacks instead of just blocking them, or else you're not going to get the chance to counter. Yeah, when you barely have any room to attack her, this fight goes on for a while. So unlike the mat fight, this is a good time to use attacks that just hit hard, if only once. Because you're not going to get much opening anyway. You might as well hit as much as you can in that time. The flash step counter is probably actually a good idea for this fight. But that would require I be able to pull it off consistently. And if she does that, then that means if you're in range, then she'll do a charge attack. And you want to avoid that. See, look at that. You can only get, like, 2 swings off. Ooh. Duel. Alright. Okay, so now she's entering her next attack. She's going to go over there and start throwing the gimps at you. You can hit them back, as I just demonstrated. Either way, they're going to enter the fight. So watch out for that. I don't even know if that deals a lot of damage to her. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Hit her with that. Nice. Basically, if she's going to start throwing the gimps at you, your best bet is just to get away, to give yourself as much time as you can to hit it back, to react. Come on. And she does start picking up longer combos, so now you have to relearn them to know when to close in. Okay, I don't even know where the hell all those hits were coming from that I was blocking there. Though on the plus side, it seems like she's vulnerable for longer now. Okay, am I going to have to start? No, not quite yet. So you're learning the basics about how to fight her. But she still has one more big trick up her sleeve that you really have to watch out for. And I'll show you once we get to it. There it is. She falls on the floor and starts crying. Do not close in. Because if you do, she will beat you and it's an instant kill. If you're not very perceptive, it ends up just being safer to hang back the entire time. However, there is still one bit of strategy to it. And I'll explain it if she does the feint again. I'll let you know. Oh boy, I got one extra attack in. Isn't that nice? Okay. Oh. Thankfully, she never... Okay, there we go. You have to pay attention to whether or not she's still holding the bat when she drops to the ground. If she's still holding it, then that means she's faking it, and she'll instant kill you if you get close. If she drops the bat, then you're fine. And once you get it down to 25% health, she gets serious. Covers her bat in what must be some very pure alcohol that she just has in a flask, and lights the bat on fire. So watch out for that now. I think she gets an attack where she blows fire at you now, maybe? Or I could just be completely making that up. Okay, no, she gets that shockwave, though. But it's not like she has a fire property to all of her attacks now. Oh, see, if she does the shockwave, though, I barely even have a chance to get in. She seems to have given up on the gimps entirely, at least, so that's good. Oh, man, getting away from that is difficult. There we go. Okay, and it doesn't leave her open or stunned any longer. Oh, there we go. Now she's doing the gimp. Oh, ow, that took a lot of damage because I wasn't properly facing her. Okay, I was turned around there, but it's fine. And she'll start doing some Ganon shit, too. See, now you actually have to start playing tennis. Except both the frame rate and the control of this game is not up to that. Yeah, I need some health. Okay, there we go. Back. See, it'd be great if the gimps she launched were on fire, too. And that meant you didn't have to deal with them getting back up. What the? Oh, God. Get away. Yep, okay, that was a fake one. All right, good. Good thing I got away in time. By the way, the beer can is still on the ground that she threw in the cutscene. And another fun little detail, if she's doing the fake attack, as she's, you know, I'll wait back here, as she's doing now. Oh, never mind, no. Okay, that one was real, darn it. I missed my chance. Oh. But if she's doing the fake attack, when you don't fall for it and she gets back up, she's just like, oh, fuck! Oh, dang, I wasn't expecting that. I thought there'd be a cutscene first of her launching it back. Oh, okay, was not paying attention there. Okay, and I couldn't really... I can dodge. I have to keep reminding myself of that. And I really hope I don't die. I've gotten really far in this fight, and it's taken me forever. There we go. There we go. You can dodge roll right through it. Good, I got her. Would have been a waste if I grabbed the Gimp. And I like the fact that this fight gives me the opportunity... I think this fight is the only, like, reason I ever have to say Gimp. It's not something that pops up in my usual life. Probably for the best. There we go. Okay, she's so close. Just a sliver of health. Thankfully, it's not like a lasting shockwave. You either get hit by the initial blast or you're fine. Nope, still has a hand on it. Yeah, you can still close in an attack when she does that. Just wait for her to realize it's not working and to go, fuck. Alright, this will bring her down to zero HP. Now I just have to hit her again. I really hope she doesn't run over to the Gimp and waste my time. Oh, okay, I was hitting the button. Out of my way. Okay, come on. Okay, good. Opened herself up. There we go. And that's Bad Girl. Yeah, theoretically, considering her weapon, they could have also called her Bat Girl, though I suppose that might have triggered copyright problems. She doesn't give up either. This is basically what the instant kill attack looks like too. It's just we survived this one because we won the fight.
I give up. You win.
I've won.
It's a good thing that doesn't count. Like, it's a good thing that me saying I give up doesn't actually count as my loss. She's still dead. We're good. All right.
On behalf of Sylvia Crystal, I am here to tell you that you are now officially ranked second.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. That was a close one. Almost didn't make it. It was a fine...
I mean, actually, yes, Shinobu technically did better because she killed us once, but I think out of every fight we finished, Bad Girl took the most health out. It's almost like she's ranked 2. Alright, back to the motel. I think we're doing alright, so I won't bother saving my game again. Nope. Catch some Z's. Here we are. The final nightmare match. Now, remember how I was saying before that it was interesting that all of the assassins from 2 we were fighting were from the first half of the game? Which, made sense. They want to tease the second game, even if they're giving us full boss fights. They don't want to completely give it away. Well, guess who the last one we're fighting is? This time he's expecting it. Who we got? Our final match is against Alice Twilight. No More Heroes 2's rank 2. She's almost the final boss of that game. And we're fighting her now. This, I feel, is just a poor choice. Like, there were other bosses from the beginning of the game that they could have picked. Now, I mean, honestly, what they probably should have done was, I can think of at least one fight from 2 that has absolutely no impact on the story that actually would have been a cool fight to have here, because Travis didn't fight her in 2. Would have been cool for him to have a chance. So, Alice's fight in this game is actually kind of interesting, because like I said before, they all share the same AI and battle patterns from the second game here. And in 2, Alice was a really difficult fight, because she moved around a lot. And she dodge rolled a lot. Yet somehow, even in the clunky No More Heroes 1 battle, this is still totally fine. That actually surprises me a lot. If anything, I feel like maybe they did tone down her dodging, because I can hit her a lot more now. They may have also toned down her HP, because look how quickly I've been hitting her. She's already down to 2/3 health. Once again, they're playing her battle theme. I love it. This theme's great. And if anything, the fact that she appears in this game at the very least gives us a chance to rectify a mistake that the second game made. In the second game, they mistakenly, at least in the North American version of the game, they mistakenly gave her the last name of Moonlight instead of Twilight. There's another boss in No More Heroes 2 that's supposed to have the name Moonlight, but they completely they didn't give her the last name at all. I believe the Japanese and PAL version, since they released later, fixed it. So you have Margaret Moonlight and Alice Twilight. Yeah, no wonder she was the rank 2 of the second game. She's a tough cookie. She was trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku. Honestly, I'm surprised with myself for not quoting Grievous more. Let's just say Travis is not the negotiator. No More Heroes 2 really went all the way with the Star Wars references. Like, people already were comparing the beam katana to a lightsaber. But then they gave us Kimmy with the Darth Maul saber. They give us a General Grievous fight here. Ooh. Oof. Watch out when she starts throwing beam katanas. At the very least in 2, it is super easy to get stun locked by that. And basically just get locked in place. Get up close, and then when she does that slam down, start attacking her. That'll knock her to the ground, where she won't do the throw anymore. And then she just gets back up, of course. Yeah, see, I feel like this fight goes a long way to demonstrating just how much more integral the dodge was to 2's combat than it was to 1's. But with enough perseverance and the knowledge what sort of a fight it is, Alice is down. Yeah, look at us. We're the kings. The only thing I can really properly say about the 2 fights in this game is, at the very least, they didn't spoil the best fight in 2. That was someone else entirely. I understand I grew up in the internet age, but I can't possibly imagine going to a physical location, talking to a real person, and renting porn. I couldn't do it. Which is both why I'm happy I grew up in the internet age and why I'm happy that I make my own stuff. Which is good because my interest in fictional characters means that most of the stuff I want just does not exist, and I have to make it myself. Okay, so let's go put in our entrance fee, and we'll be heading off to the rank 1 fight. It's been a long journey to get here, hasn't it, guys? One apparently fraught with technical difficulties. Alright. And we still got quite a bit of money left over for whenever I return to this file to play the game again, because if I can avoid it, I don't want to do a raw file of this game again. That's why I have clear game data for both the PS3 and Wii version of this game. Do I think this game is playable without the Move controller? I haven't tried it that much. The only time I did it was the first time I played this version, and I couldn't figure out how to dodge. So I was like, oh god, just give me the controller so I can figure something else out.
I gotta talk to you about...
I'll get back to your question in a second. I just want to bring something up about this scene. Travis calls the number that Sylvia gave him on a business card
Don't tell the whole world.
and finds out that the entire thing was a fraud. Sylvia was just using us to get a bunch of money and possibly her own sick kicks by having us kill people.
Listen, lady.
And
What the hell you're talking about?
took off with everything. I have to assume that everybody that we fought so far, all the other assassins, were also scammed by her. But were there mooks? Like, scammed? Like, was she scamming hundreds of people? I understand she's a professional, but hundreds of people is a lot. Or they just come with the boss. I don't know. So I just want to ask an important question here. Sylvia is apparently a professional con artist. What the hell sort of professional con artist gives you a phone number that can be traced back to her? Like, she gave us her mom's number. A mom who's apparently in on it because she knows where the rank 1 guy is. So anyway, back to the Move controller. I mean, Brain Scratch's playthrough did it with a normal controller. It's got some weird awkwardness to it, which definitely shows that the game was not built with a normal controller in mind. But I guess it's playable. I just don't recommend it. Of course, I imagine a lot of you got people, if you're planning to get this game, probably don't have much of a choice because you don't want to buy a PlayStation Move. And I don't blame you. This costs a lot of money. And I use it for this and BioShock. Alright, rank 1. And they stole our bike, so guess what? We have to walk all the way there. Be absolutely sure that you buy the run upgrade before this, or this is going to take forever. Or, you know, honestly, again, if you have to decide, like, oh, should I buy a Move to play this game just to have a better experience? Avoid the entire thing and just get the Wii version of the game. It's cheaper, has a little less content, but it's more stable. And I think the art style fits it a little better. And then you don't have to worry about getting good controls. It's amazing how many of the dumpsters I bothered to open on my first playthrough. Also, if you get the Wii version of the game, you can just move right on to the second. Oh, there we go. I was talking about finding all those dumpsters. There's one I missed. Which unfortunately means we're going off to rank 1, not in my usual shirt. We're going to be finishing the game not in my orange shirt, guys. What fresh hell is this? And why doesn't the city have crosswalk signs? Oh, well, thank you very much. If you're interested in the stuff I do besides live streams, I'm happy to report that I both have something. We had something recorded. It's not coming out because of some technical issues. I don't know if we're going to re-record it. That's not my decision, honestly. But we'll be recording something else hopefully tomorrow that should go out this week. And I do have a new proper video in the works. It is completely scripted, recorded. The problem is just finding the energy to edit it, because it is easily my most ambitious video yet. And just editing the first 2 paragraphs took a lot out of me. And I'm just kind of busy with other stuff right now. I'll get to it, I promise. There we go. Thankfully, they left the bike for us. Because if we had to run all the way there, that'd be hell. And somehow the concrete blockers are gone. Alright. Dark Star. So we got another level that starts off with a bike section. And we have a bunch of other bikers. This isn't like Final Fantasy VII where you have to like swing your sword at them while you're biking. Nah, just run into them. Your bike is way cooler than theirs. It'll take them out. It'd be nice if the minimap was a little more precise. You could cut them off before they even passed you. Okay, that guy just took himself out. And also, this isn't Crash Bandicoot. Running into the boxes with your bike is not a good idea here. There's no box gem to be found. Nicely done, idiot. Also you. See, that's the good reason to have all these boxes here. They're not that hard to avoid, but the enemies can't seem to do it. It's amazing how much speed they have, because they're outrunning me with the nitro on. And then they just kind of slow down at some point. And then kill themselves. Oh. There we go. Honestly, it'd be fun to do a run of this level where you don't take anyone out and see how many of them just take themselves out. And I nitro everywhere I can just to try and get it over with. Okay, I think at this point there aren't any more boxes. But this section has a fixed length, so you could just leave the guys alive. I don't think any more spawn in until they're dead. Oof. Oh, okay. I somehow got back up to max speed while crashing. And burning. And being so busy on fire that I couldn't jump over the branch. Okay, I don't know how I took damage there too, but alright. There you go. Man, that jump is not comfortable to pull off. It just doesn't feel normal. So much lag to it. Oh. Ah, damn it. It's fine. I'm sure they'll give me health once I'm done with this section. Okay, how the hell do I keep crashing too? Okay, I think maybe you have to hit them from the side. Because every time I hit them from the back, it doesn't seem to work out so well. So watch out for the way... I don't know what the hell that red mark on the radar is that's still there. Oh, that didn't work so well. Yeah, so watch out for the giant laser now, too. This is the final level, alright. Alright, let's do it. I trained for this by doing that jumping minigame. Except I don't have as much control over this. And my bike just disappeared in midair. Alright. Here we go. Yeah. Go where Thunder Ryu's ghost tells you to go. Otherwise, this turns into the Lost Woods and you have to keep repeating the same sections. Thankfully, unlike the Lost Woods, you have Thunder Ryu's ghost to tell you where to go. Okay, so now we start getting to the enemies of this level, and they are some hardy fucks. And they are also 100% designed after the TIE pilots from Star Wars. That's not quite the end of the Star Wars references of this level. Which actually, funny enough, a lot of people would instinctively think, like, oh yeah, the beam katanas in this game are obviously based on lightsabers from Star Wars. Obviously. No, actually. Suda mentioned in an interview that the beam katanas are actually based on the Schwartz from Spaceballs. Which, I mean, in a sense, is still kind of being based on lightsabers. Considering Spaceballs was just a parody of Star Wars. Unfortunately, okay. That is something you have to watch out for. Don't get too close, or else Thunder Ryu will tell you which direction to go. And then disappear. And, you know, I see the Schwartz comparison, you know, aside from the fact that it's, you know, a hilt instead of just being a ring. But with the phallic imagery, I get it, I get it. I gotta watch Spaceballs again. I love that movie. So now imagine if Star Wars was this violent. Right, got it. Although I'll go left a little bit just to get that health. I mean, I guess in a sense there was that one scene in A New Hope where Obi-Wan cuts the hand off that guy in the cantina and it bleeds. First movies are great. Because it's pretty clear they hadn't quite figured out, like, oh yeah, it's not supposed to bleed. Okay, there we go, back to full health. Got lucky I guessed right on the last one. And it's never anything more than this one forked path. Watch out for the projectiles, too. Let's hang back and fight them so I don't accidentally trigger Thunder Ryu. Stop doing that. Please do the flash step. Because I can't really... There we are. Okay, and he backed out of the whole thing. Great. Thankfully, if they're positioned well, you only have to kill one of them and the rest will be hit by the swing. Or this will happen too. That helps. Except, of course, it didn't work so well. Of course, to trigger the flash step. And that somehow just missed him. Oh. See, it's in enemy encounters like that where you realize that the game really is not like Ninja Gaiden or Devil May Cry or any other proper hack and slash games. Because in those games, the combat is snappy and responsive enough that even in a fight like that, you can get through it without taking damage. Here, that's not really feasible. Okay. Didn't have to stop me twice, but alright. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't go all the way and make Thunder Ryu's Ghost blue. Okay, then. Oh. And even though she played us like a fool and left us, Sylvia still gives us a call.
Travis, can you hear me? It's Sylvia. I never thought you'd make it this far. But I am sorry. I cannot see you anymore. I want to fly to your side right now. I want to be in your arms.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Be with you. I want to share my life with you.
I'm sure I'm the first guy she's told this to.
Meeting you, I felt truly alive for the first time. I knew that. But feelings and reality are two different things. Life is not that simple yet. Now, be honest. Did you really think I would let you do me if you hit number one?
Yeah, that's basically it.
You really are an idiot, aren't you, Travis? Come back to reality. I mean,
No, I'm heading to the Garden of Madness, baby.
you are a dopey otaku assassin. The bottom of the barrel. No woman would be caught dead with you unless
Yeah, but I'm pretty fucking rad, though.
where in the world could you find a woman?
Even if I'm a repulsive human being, I'm good at what I do.
Well, one is right here. It was fun, Travis. I love you. No.
See, actually, that ending there does actually make Sylvia sound sincere.
Trust your force. And head for the god end.
Which, you know what? At the end of the day, still makes this whole journey worth it. It always gives you a sense of accomplishment. Like, yeah, I didn't really become the best. I didn't accomplish the goal that I set out to do from the start. But I still got something done. And I enjoyed the ride along the way. Even if the game itself has so many problems. But here we go. Rank 1. Beat him and we will be at the top of a fake ranking. Oh god, it's the fight with Dr. Let's Shake again. Right from the start, can you possibly tell what may have inspired this man's creation? What could have possibly been the basis for Darkstar's design?
Welcome to my castle. I heartily receive you, my son.
At the very least, he's voiced by Steve Bloom,
With a joke.
so that's cool.
A joke. You don't remember me, Travis. I am your true father. Blood does not make such mistakes.
Oh man, you had that sticking in your head the whole time? It's like Ganon and Wind Waker. Hey, if I beat you, can I get that weapon?
It's a good story. I'll give you that much.
We'll see if this is just another story.
Even if you were my father, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters here is who's best.
Remember, son, engraved into your memory is the night when everything changed. I fell to my feet right before my son's eyes. Do you not remember this?
In my deepest memories, I hear someone calling. I remember. It was a hot summer day. There was someone standing behind my father and mother.
So you'd think that this sort of backstory would play into the game a little bit more.
Who are you?
But this is basically the first time we hear of it.
Are you? Try harder.
I think I can see it. Almost.
Do you recognize the face?
Now I remember everything.
See, it almost looks like Alice. Just because the coloring of the scene makes her hair look pink. Oh, right through the dick.
You're still as gullible as ever, Travis. Think,
So yeah,
why would he be...
we're not fighting Darkstar. Much like how I said it'd be cool if this version of the game added a fight with Helter Skelter, it'd be cool if it added a fight with Darkstar. Just as a bonus.
became an assassin to kill me?
Now I get it. All those fights. It was for this. I lost everything that I ever cared about. That bitch took everything.
I can help you to get even.
She's a good con artist, that's for sure.
So I'll assume that Sylvia was just running this con already, and she figured, like, okay, I can also do him a solid and give him revenge on the person that killed their parents, Jean. Yes, we did name our cat after her.
Need to know. All of your trivial questions will be answered in the afterlife.
Answer me.
It's impossible.
Impossible. What do you mean?
It's too terrible. It alone would jack up the age rating of this game even further.
And this game's already rated M.
Cares.
But what if the game gets delayed? You don't want this to become No More Heroes Forever, do you?
Now, is that joke better or worse now that Duke Nukem Forever is actually available? Because this game came out before then. And this actually was I actually didn't believe it at first, but if you slow down this scene, yes, Jean is telling a story. She is telling exactly her backstory. You're just not hearing it. You have to slow down the audio. And it is a generally pretty terrible story that touches on some dark subject matter.
That's my story.
However, Travis is reacting at all the wrong points.
Brother and sister.
Yeah, and the brother and sister too. Like, Jean mentions, like, I was taken in by a foster father who sexually abused me. Travis doesn't do anything. It only cuts to him after she follows it up with, we lived in this crappy apartment, and then it cuts to him reacting in shock. It's the kind of thing you'd never know, unless you went out of your way to slow down the audio. So here we go. Final battle with Jean. Now here's the thing. Jean is a fragile speedster. She does not have much for HP. Problem is, she is extremely fast, and she can hurt quite a bit. So you gotta be careful, but you don't have to hit her that much to actually take her out. But she moves around and she dodges a lot. Oof. Ugh. And you gotta stay a little bit close to counteract. Oh, I'm trying to dodge that. Okay, I didn't need to dodge roll out of the way of that. Oh. See, like, I only got that one hit off on her. At least unlike Bad Girl, if you dodge her more powerful attacks, you get a proper amount of counteraction. You know, dodge that basic combo, it's whatever, you only get one hit in. But you dodge the charge punch, that gives you a whole run. Audio cues are really important to dodging that, because with the frame rate of this game the way it is, you can't always trust timing. She looks like she's already got a moveset set up for like Tekken. It's pretty rad. You know, we talk all about getting Travis into Smash Brothers, and I want it real bad. But let's get Jean in something too.
Go ahead. I'm the last one.
And as the fight goes on, the arena gets smaller. And that also signifies that she gets some new moves. Oh. There we go. That was good. I don't know how the hell I did that because I wasn't, like, really tapping side on the analog stick. Oh. Okay, I somehow managed to get lucky and dodge that. Okay, so now that charge punch has two phases to it. Oh, and she's got a fucking Akira from Virtua Fighter Stomp. Which is another reference I can only make because I've played Project Cross Zone. Project Cross Zone's a lot of fun, guys. At least the second game is. The first one, much like No More Heroes, has a lot of flaws. I still liked it, but man, is that game padded as hell. 2 is a lot better. Much like No More Heroes. Yeah, you want to dodge that at the last second so your invincibility frames get you both of them. Ooh, man. Ow, okay. Maybe don't grab her. I've learned a valuable lesson here. Okay, down to the final phase.
How about if I did this?
Alright, real small arena now. But I'd like to get some of that health. So if you could leave me alone for... No, not that one. Not that one. There we go. Alright, now I'm good. There we go. So yeah, with each phase, that charge punch gets another attack to it. Which now it's in a really difficult way to dodge. Oh. Ow. And she can hit you multiple times with it too. But of course, just relying on this attack is going to take forever. Oh. Have to actually concentrate a little bit. There we go. That's how you dodge it. Yeah, I'm not gonna grab you. We'll just do that. Gotta really swing that. See, this way I've got to learn a loop. Yeah, the last one you have to lose. Because no matter what, she's always gonna punch you right to the heart. Thank you, Shinobu.
Do it!
Right.
Brother, please don't kill me.
Sorry, Jean. This hurts me too.
We're both in the same business after all. And I've had enough.
Time for you to rest, Jean.
Good night, Travis.
I hope your next dream is a more pleasant one.
You see, this moment could have a lot of emotional impact if the game had spent a little more time, hinting towards Jean's existence.
This is where it all ends.
Like if Travis had mentioned at some point that he had a sister, what their relationship was like. Leave her name out of it, that's fine. And there we are. We're now officially rank 1. And the fanfare is even more good now. Yeah, come on. Hey, yo, controller. Okay, my move controller just kind of turned. There it is. It's back on now. I have no idea what the hell that's about. It doesn't just turn off randomly. Wii Remote. Yeah, sure. Let's save our game. We just finished it, right? We're going to be here for an hour just saving the game, but alright. Oh, wow, 20 hours exact. Come on. There we go. Okay. So here's the thing. Once you reach this point, you're given the option of what you want to do. You can either return to Sand and Destroy if you want to do more grind, you want to get more items, whatever. You can either watch the ending, or if you've gotten every beam katana, you can watch the real ending. Now, keep in mind, it is getting every beam katana. It is not getting every beam katana and all its upgrades. I wish I knew that before. Not that I don't like having the infinite battery upgrade, but God, it takes a lot of grinding to get to. And I thought I had to do it to get the true ending. But nah.
It's finally over. Can the guy get some privacy? At least when he's taking a dump?
I'm afraid not. These fights don't work like that. It's time to die, Mr. First Rank.
Excuse me, there always had to be a full, setup for these fights. If you were watching the real ending, that's where, the normal ending, that's where it would end. The guy just kills you while you're on the toilet.
Be outside. That was close. Thanks.
What an idiot. You're a disgrace to yourself and all those you've killed.
So there we go. And now that we've gotten to the real ending, we get to finally meet Henry again. And fight him. Now, befitting being the true final boss of the game, Henry is definitely the most difficult fight in the game. He is fast, he is vicious, and he has a lot of HP. If it weren't for the fact that you had to fight him in order to get the real ending, I'd honestly call him kind of like a super boss. No. Oh. It'd be nice if the dodge directions worked the way I wanted them to. By the way, the song that's playing right now is Henry's theme. It is known as We Are Finally Cowboys. It's a good song. The flash step is really your key to winning this fight. Thankfully, he attacks so often, it's actually not that hard to trigger it. Okay, Oregon just completely whiffed me on that entire combo. So it gives you a good chance to get in a couple counterattacks. Thankfully, you can grab him without any repercussion. Except from the camera fucking up like that. That's his basic combo. The one that lasts like 10 full seconds. That's his basic combo. So thankfully, he's actually slightly easy to abuse. At least for the time being. Probably should have dodged that. Ugh. And that's basically all there is to Henry. We've seen most of his stuff. You just have to actually survive it, act accordingly, and fight back. Oh. Okay, so that's also now an attack I have to watch out for. Oh. Ooh, okay, knocked him out of the air. See, it'd be cool if this game had like an anti-air animation. But that would have eaten too much into the budget, I suppose. Yeah, that would have worked. You're like 10 feet away from me. Your big sweeping attack was a great idea. Using wrestling moves frequently is also a good idea, just to get a decent bit of damage in. That's obviously a counterattack, so don't hit him while he's doing that. Thankfully, it's the most telegraphed guard ever, so it's fine. It's just there to stop you from going crazy and mashing the button. Which, you know, if you've gotten this far into the game, you probably shouldn't be doing anyway. See, it's actually generally a good idea in general to not keep hitting them until they recover, because it gives you a little time to get away. Oh. Oh, come on. Basically, if you see an enemy glow, dodge out of the way. So you notice he started hitting me a lot less now that I've got my bearings. Don't worry, we haven't seen everything this Irishman has to offer yet. Especially considering he's still not even at half health. Ugh. It's a good thing it gives you enough time to approach that. Man, doesn't Henry look so skilled? Wouldn't you imagine it'd be really fun to play as him? Man, have I got some bad news for you. So that would actually be kind of fun, a fun reward for getting the true ending of the game. Like, you unlock a version, like, kind of a version of the story mode where you play as Henry. There's no cutscenes, but he's just this really overpowered character with a bunch of crazy combos. That would have been fun. He relies on this combo a lot. Oh, ow. Yeah, this fight does indeed go on for a while. Okay, there we go. He's down to half health now. Which now means we have to watch out for that. Do not let him hit you with that charge. Because if he does, it's an instant kill. He stabs you through the stomach, knocks you into the air, hits you several times in the air, and it's instant death. It's cool looking. I will not deny that. But it is, bad. Ugh. Thankfully, it does require wind-up. Not to be confused with that quick dash he did, which is at least just damaging. Ooh. Though I'm still really bad at dodging it because I'm not expecting it. And again, he at least leaves himself open for a while after it. Ooh, camera. I have to wonder what this fight is like on the hardest difficulty, because I've only ever played this game on normal. I put it on easy the first time I played it. This fight's got to be pretty dang intense. I had more than enough time to get out of the way of that. So you'd think at some point he'd catch wise to my wrestling moves. Alright, let me take a quick second to grab my health. Right. Oh, okay. There he is. Aha, I didn't get knocked down. See, I like how I said the flash step is a good key to winning this, and I haven't used it since then. See, now, because now I've got it in a way that's easier for me to consistently pull off. We're going to be here for like half an hour just doing this. At least 20 minutes. Okay, that time I just walked out of the way of it. It's fine. Yay. Nope. Dodge backwards, please. Okay, down to about a quarter health. Okay. I'm always worried my finger's slipping off the lock button. I have to keep readjusting my finger. Alright. Ugh. Oh, out, I'm fine. We're getting there, guys. He's going down. He's no more difficult to figure out a good pattern to fighting. It's just that if you don't get that pattern, he's easily the most punishing fight. And you gotta be sure that you avoid his instant kill, because he uses it the most out of any boss. Mostly because he has the most chance to do it. I don't know what that counter looks like. I've never been stupid enough to actually attack him while he's doing it.
Do you even know what you're fighting for?
Okay, yeah, that was a stupid idea. Dodge in the one direction that doesn't give me invincibility frames. If for some reason that sweep attack gives you the most punishing opportunity. Right. Okay. Didn't grab him for some reason. See, we're closing in on hitting him 200 times. Thankfully, the game keeps count of that. So you gotta wonder, like, in a realistic scenario, what's going through the boss's mind when they initiate their big sweeping combo not even close to you? Like, they think they're gonna hit me? Man, I understand he approaches while he's doing it. Man, it would really suck to die now, wouldn't it? We've gotten so far. And of course, as you're fighting the guy, you gotta worry about the fact that the stairs are there, so it's not a perfectly flat arena. I'm just imagining how much fun a fight like this would be in 2, with 2's better combat system. Because 2 has the better combat, but it doesn't have a fight as long or intense as this, and that's a shame. The final boss of 2 is not quite as impressive. I'll tell you that now. Oh, God. I lost my lock on. I was really worried I wasn't going to dodge him. Would have been really awful to get the instant death now. He is so close to dead. You see, it's in a fight like this where this is the most dodge-heavy fight in 1, where you really start to hate the motion-controlled dodging in this version. I never feel comfortable swinging the controller towards me to dodge when I know it's going to be really important to do so. Ugh. He's still getting in a couple hits on me, but for the most part, we're doing fine. Okay, this might take him down to 0. And then I just have to hit him. Yep, I think I just have to hit him one more time. Yes, there we go. And thus we've beaten Henry. See, it's in a situation exactly like this where the crossguard is useful, as Kylo Ren showed off. I mean, that's your name.
You can't be serious. All this time you didn't realize. What are you talking about? I'm your twin brother.
Man, our family is messed up.
Craziest shit I've ever heard. Why would you bring up something like that at the very last minute of the game? I would have thought you and the player would have at least expected a twist of fate of some kind.
Honestly, I wouldn't have. Honestly, I barely even remember you existed. You showed up in one cutscene.
Hell is she? Shelby. You mean my wife? What? Wife?
Oh,
You know, spouse, soul.
just twist after twist.
Get the idea? When did you two get married? Oh, about 10 years ago. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause we
I'm
were
sorry, how old are you?
at the time.
I don't know, I thought Travis and Henry, the twins,
Need shock treatment to get over this one.
oh, fine. I figured they were a little younger, like early 20s. I guess it plays into Travis being a loser if he's a neat at like 28.
You know how women are, especially my wife, a really big spender. Yeah, she knew my income wasn't enough, so every now and then she'd just disappear.
What do you think Henry does as a normal job?
Are you telling me that you and her? Oh, come on. But Travis, my brother, we're similar in many ways.
Yeah, this is also the scene where the cutscene choreography gets the most competent.
Let me ask you, how do you plan to put an end to all of this? Wait a sec. You want me to tie up all these loose ends? I don't think so. You're the protagonist. I'm just a cool, handsome
Honestly, I'm having a hard time.
twin brother.
You know what, actually, in terms of loose ends that need to be tied up, is Henry the guy that killed Shinobu's father? It was someone with a beam katana, but at the same time, that guy that busted in through our bathroom door had a beam katana. Could have been him for all we know.
Let's go!
And thus is the end of No More Heroes. Also want to give another music shout out here. Credits theme in this game is known as No More Heroes. Best song in the game. I love this song. So here's another question I've never seen an answer for. This is obviously just an image saved in the game because it's got all of the paint filter applied over it. Do they have different versions of the image for Travis's different beam katanas? Or do they always think like, well, you have to have the best beam katana to get here. You're probably using it? I don't know. Yeah, so that's No More Heroes. In the end, it's a very flawed game with a kind of annoying structure. It can get very repetitive. The combat's really clunky. But goddamn if it isn't charming. And that's why me and plenty of other people love it. You know, I used to be able to call it like a small community that loved this game, but I feel like it's, you know, getting more and more known as time goes on. I mean, I have to assume that Travis Strikes Again sold well, considering that No More Heroes 3 is happening. And obviously it was a big enough deal that it showed up at the Switch announcement event to begin with. Now, of course, again, with that said, 2 is, in my opinion, just the better game in basically every single way. You'll see some people arguing that, saying, like, yeah, 2's gameplay was better, but it suffered in pretty much every other way. I don't agree, but whatever. I can only hope that when 3 comes out, it blows them both out of the water. And is... See, I'm a little torn on how much I want the gameplay to be improved. Because I feel like No More Heroes is just a naturally simpler game. Like, if it suddenly turned into something with the depth of Devil May Cry, it wouldn't be No More Heroes anymore. So it's always got to be kind of simple, kind of limited. But they can at least make it smooth and fun. With good bosses, a fun story. Hopefully with at least also some meaning behind it. And I can only hope that 3 delivers that. Because Grasshopper's games outside of No More Heroes have not done that for me. I've also played Lollipop Chainsaw and Killer is Dead. And neither one of them really... what's the word? Satisfied that itch that No More Heroes left me with. By the way, I also want to bring that up. Character designer Yusuke Kozaki. Yes, he is the character designer for all the No More Heroes games. If the name sounds slightly familiar, he was also the character designer for Fire Emblem Awakening. So I can thank the same man who gave me such amazing characters as Travis, Henry, all of these bosses, as the same man who gave me the love of my life, Noe. How great is that? Friendship. Okay, first of all, friendship is spelled wrong there. Okay, sax by that. I thought that said sex by. I was like, huh? That's... I don't remember that being part of the song. And since we also just passed by the voice recording, they didn't credit the voice actors. I assume that's not yet. But one of the weird connections with this game is it has the same voice director as the Metal Gear Solid games, and as such, it shares a lot of voice actors. Like, just right off the bat, Robin Atkinsons was Kazuhira, Quentin Flynn was Raiden, Steve Bloom was... he was in Metal Gear, I know he was. But I don't remember who he was. Damn it, I remembered the guy who played Destroy Man, like, sometime after that stream, and now I can't remember it again. But whoever played him, he was young Ocelot. We'll be hearing a couple more familiar voices in 2.
You like this painting, don't you?
It is a pretty good picture. That's why I'm using it for the thumbnail of this stream. So whose kid is that? It's obviously Sylvia, but who else? And,
I know. Can't wait to get the sequel,
they changed that, by the way. They changed that ending. In the original Wii version, she said, too bad there won't be a sequel. And then it followed with that, to be continued. And it was meant to be a joke. Like, yeah, they weren't seriously expecting a sequel, because Grasshopper games don't usually get them. But then it ended up being extra funny when we did get the sequel. But when this version came out, since No More Heroes 2 was already a known thing, they changed it to can't wait to get the sequel. Which, we did not get an HD version of that. So anyway, what's on the docket for next week? I'm happy that I can do something next week, because I was worried, like, oh man, I may have to stop streaming for a little while until I figure out this network thing. But it seems to be pretty good now. I don't know what the hell the problem is, but for right now it's working okay, so I'll continue going onwards. And I think we'll continue on doing a little short thing, so next week, Saturday, we are going to be starting No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle for the Wii. See you then.